I don't know how someone could actually do something like this. I think we really need to ask the question of how could something like this happen? How could somebody do something so evil?
This is Rep. Ronnie Jackson of Texas, and he got the memo on what he needs to say from his puppet masters.
When I grew up, things were different. There was a focus on family and community and church, and I think that, we knew each other.
Want me to prove it?
What's changed is the culture. The nuclear family's collapsing before our eyes. Church attendance is at an all-time low. Kids' brains are being warped by social media. And we forced our kids into lockdowns.
Because you see, from members of Congress to Fox News hosts, it's the same blueprint being pounded down the throats of conservatives.
Isolating them from socializing with each other and pushing them deeper into video games and wicked internet sites.
Like 4chan? Is that what you're saying? Like how the extremists in your base go on those sites? Clown behavior.
Our culture has changed over the last 30 or 40 years, and there's been an attack on those things in particular. And I just think that kids are exposed to all kinds of horrible stuff nowadays too. I look back and I think about the horrible stuff that they hear when they listen to rap music, the video games that they watch.
They're in lockdowns because of the guns. You twerp.
You want teachers to be police officers? And the police officers can't even stop these mother with these weapons. That's the intent. The intent when they manufacture this stuff is to make sure that you are not stopped with the gun. What don't you get?
Our guy Tony Michaels puts it well and passionately. It's the old BS line of thinking. Blame minorities. Blame LGBTQ and their community. Blame rap music. Blame a lack of churchgoers. No. None of those are the reason. You know what? Screw you, Ronnie Jackson. Owned by the gun lobby for a putrid donation, you soulless, spineless, as many brain cells as a bike tire stuck in the mud, moronic sellout. Are you kidding me? The tiresome act is what conservatives do over and over again to deflect blame from one thing. Their gun lobby donors. That's all this is. Or because a corrupt individual like Ronnie Jackson, who MSNBC reported texted with the Oath Keepers on January 6th, or when he blamed Omicron on a Dem conspiracy, or that, he's under investigation. The usual GOP stuff. Bill frickin' O'Reilly pulled this debunk card in 2015. He said, there is no question the people of faith are being marginalized by a secular media and pernicious entertainment. The rap industry, for example, often glorifies depraved behavior that sinks into the minds of some young people, the group that is most likely to reject religion. In 2014, Mississippi Republican Senate candidate Chris McDaniel, seen here with a damn Confederate flag behind him, blamed rising gun violence on a hip-hop culture that values rap and destruction of community values more than it does poetry. Oh, please give me a break. McDaniel went on to conflate rap music with failing schools and broken communities because of course he did. Conservative radio host Rush Limbaugh did more of these BS tactics.
Hip-hop. Hip-hop has done more damage to black and brown people than racism in the last 10 years.
And of course, Geraldo Rivera. It's the easiest of targets for absolutely anything and everything with these people, these brain-dead people.
The United States is not a bad nation. It's a noble nation. And then you go out there and you talk to a lot of younger people, and this is what gets me. That your constituency are not exactly political science PhDs, okay?
They blamed hip-hop in 2007 when nationally syndicated radio host John Gibson remarked, another example of hip-hop culture bringing murder and mayhem into the rest of our society. No, you demonic plague. It's still the ability for anybody to get a firearm in this country with ease. They blame it on COVID lockdowns. They blame it on video games. They blame it on Kendrick Lamar. I am reiterating. I am drilling it into your head. All they care about is their donors. All they care about is the gun lobby. All they care about is donations from the gun lobby. All of this is smoke and mirrors. It's BS. All of it is excuses. All they care about is their donors. Period. Or to borrow one of their terms, point blank. False equivalencies aside, though, there's something far more sinister at play here. Hip-hop is 40 years old. We're well past the time when you need to explain that Chuck D once called hip-hop Black CNN. Yet, the hip-hop boogeyman is alive and well. And by continuing in any capacity to equate rap and yes, blackness with pathology, Donald Trump's surrogates are diving into the same racist muck that the candidate so gleefully treads with his birtherism and Central Park 5 BS and Sidney Blumenthal dog whistle appeals.